How we doing, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Case. It's episode 41 of A Case for the Blues, and it is Chelsea 1, Manchester United nil, and that is a big 3 points, a massive 3 points towards the end of the season if we want to get these Champions League spaces. We know what we've got to do now. Nottingham Forest away, we win that game, and we've secured the points that we need to do, that we need to get for these Champions League spaces. We saw Villa win today 2-0 against Tottenham. It was inevitable. We knew Tottenham were going to lose, and to be honest, after seeing the way that we played in the last 5 or 6 games, I was quite confident going into this game that we would get the win. There was only a small little bit of doubt knowing that it's Manchester United, and I've seen us play them at their worst, and they've managed to stink their way out and get a draw or a result against us somehow. So a little bit of doubt in my mind, tiny bit, but I did, going into this game after seeing our previous results, like I said, I did think that we was going to win this game, and we have. Now, throughout the game, if you watch the live stream, thanks for tuning in. If you did, it wasn't like that. It was a bit up and down. I'm not going to lie. The first half, for example, I don't think we were good enough. It was very flat. We lacked the intensity that we needed. A bit similar to the Newcastle game. This is a big occasion. This should be treated as a cup final. We need to go out there. We need to get the 3 points. Go out, get the job done, and relax after kind of mentality. And I felt like we lacked that. I thought there was a couple of players that didn't look like they was up for it. um, I didn't think Neto in particular had a good first half. I didn't think Enzo had a particularly good first half. Um, and it was a little bit sloppy, a little bit scrappy. We weren't penetrating their defence enough. Looked like we didn't have any ideas of how he was going to do it. So it kind of felt like, a goal wasn't coming. I'll be honest with you. I was sitting there thinking, how are we going to score a goal? We did have more chances than, don't get me wrong, in that first half, but very much started similar in the first 10 minutes. And then from that 10-minute period to that 20-minute period, I thought we was awful. Couldn't keep the ball. Um, couldn't beat the Manchester United press. We're too slow on the ball, not passing it quick enough, not getting out the areas that we needed to, and moving the ball along. Um, and we struggled, and then they scored a goal that was ruled offside. A great finish from Harry Maguire, by the way, but it felt like that was coming. On the live, I'm saying, listen, we ain't moving this ball quick enough. We're not getting it out of here. We're not beating their press. We're getting forced to play the ball long from the goalkeeper, and it's just going back to them. We're losing possession too easily, and the ball gets whipped in. Great cross, great finish from Harry Maguire, and he's just offside. And that was a wake up call from us because after that goal, we did switch on, and I thought we played a lot better in that first half. But I still got the impression that it's just not enough. We're missing something. We're missing a moment, and I didn't feel like there was a player on the pitch that could bring that moment. I know everybody would say typically it would be Cole Palmer, but after the last 6 months and how I thought he was playing today, I kind of felt like, no, I can't see that coming from him. So every time he seems to go forward, he keeps passing it backwards. He feels like a little bit restricted at the moment. He feels like he's not, like he's scared to shoot for some reason. He's scared to let it go. I don't know whether he's been told not to shoot as often. But hey ho, we go into the second half, and a lot better. I mean, we didn't. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy with the first, up to be fair, up to the goal. I was getting really frustrated, I'll be honest with you. Again, I felt like we come out a little bit flat. I felt like Man United started a little bit quicker than us. They started to have a little bit of a few chances against us. Mason Mount with a shot that went wide. I just felt like we were not doing the things that we needed to do, and I saw Amarin making changes, and I'm thinking, Enzo, like, are you going to do anything? Are you going to change this because we need something? And then lo and behold, there's a good little bit of play from Caicedo in the middle, gets the ball out to Neto, who passes it to Reece James. Reece James has got loads of space. He looks like he's about to shoot. I thought he was going to shoot. Sells Ganacho, does a little turn, crosses it to the back post, and lo and behold, our top goal scorer 2025 is there to put the header in the back of the net. Cucurella, absolutely brilliant header. And we're 1-0 up. And after that, you could see that these Man United players, their heads have dropped. They're looking at 20 league defeats this season, I think that was. In the back of their mind, they're thinking, this is number 20. And they kind of stopped playing. I'll be honest with you. For the rest of that game, it was all Chelsea. We had a bit of control. We looked up for it, and I sort of started to see what I wanted to see in the first half, getting into challenges, getting to the ball first, and passing well, doing the right things, and it's okay. United's head had dropped as well, but we really came into it after that. It gave us a bit of confidence going forward, and we saw the game out at the end of the day, and that's what we needed. That's all we needed. If I'm honest with you, is a shitty 1-0 win. I don't care how we win this game today. Forget the first half. Forget the first 20 minutes of that second half. I don't care. We got the 1-0 win. That's all that matters. And what does matter as well is that we saw that game out quite well. Enzo making some decent substitutions after that to kind of see the game out, taking Tyreek George off, bringing on Lavia for some little bit more control in the middle, and bringing on Gusto for some energy. And it was funny to see Gusto being through on goal and typically getting a nosebleed and just falling over. Going forward, this guy he is not it, man. He needs to really improve. Like you can tell, he's just a defender. Like 1-on-1, and he just falls over because he's run out of steam. Um, but other than that, I mean, in the first half, we did have a good chance from Reece James. He hit the ball absolutely sweet, and it hit the post. I thought Anana had saved it. Um, but other than that, to be fair, the game weren't really great. It wasn't really an amazing game. It wasn't full of amazing moments. It was a pretty dull game. I think the standard was pretty low, to be fair. But I do not care. What I do care about is them 3 points. And once again, Manchester United, that's the second year on the bounce you've lost at Stamford Bridge. So I'm happy with that, And like I've been saying to my friends before, we are not the same, and that's clearly evident. Where we're up there trying to get into Europe, which I know is not and it's not a massive achievement getting into Europe, to be fair, compared to where our clubs were before. But listen, bro, you lot are just trying to stay away from relegation, so we're not the same. And you know who you are, who I'm talking to. So listen, I'm happy. I'm happy with this win. We go to Forest, and we've just got to get that win. Now, if I just go through the lineups quickly, there was some surprises in there today. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't sure what he would do. My opinion, I'll tell you what I'll do. This is what I said I would line up with. I said I'd go with Sanchez in goal, Cucurella, Chalobah, Colwell, Reece James, Lavia and Caicedo, Palmer on the right, Enzo in the 10, Madueke on the left, and I'd have started Neto up top. For me, I think that is our strongest 11 we could have put out today. Instead, we started with Sanchez, Cucurella, Colwell, Tosin, which was a surprise. He dropped Chalobah for what reason I don't know, but to be fair to Tosin, I thought he had a very good game today. Obviously, his aerial presence is very good. He wins a lot of headers, and maybe that's why he was on the pitch today. Let's say Man United got corners or free kicks. We're going to need him against Harry Maguire, for example, who's another player who's got very good aerial presence. Reece James at right back, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the central midfield positions, Madueke on the left, Palmer through the middle, Neto on the right, and Tyreek George started up top. Now, obviously, the striker position was always going to be one that we wasn't quite sure about because of Nicholas Jackson, the brainless idiot, getting sent off at a weekend against Newcastle and banned for the rest of the season. So fair play, that's what you went with. And now in that first half, if I just go through how I think people played, I thought the whole of the back four I thought started okay. I thought they was good. I thought Sanchez played all right. I'll be honest with you. He had a little bit of a moment where he passed the ball to Reece James and then he kicked it off for a throw in. That was his one brain fart in the game. I can deal with that because in the second half he made a very good save. When he was called upon to get the save done, he did it at the near post. He saved it out for a corner, and that could have easily have been a goal. So fair play to Sanchez. I thought he had a good game today, um, claiming the crosses very well today, not dropping them for once. So you know what, I was happy with Sanchez today. And if he just goes about his business, without any dodgy moments, you'll get a good performance out of him. But when he's on the ball and he's having these silly little moments, which is normally every single game, like he did do today, everybody's on him. Just get the focus away from you and go about your business. That's my best advice for Sanchez. Go about your business. Just do the simple things. I thought his kicking was quite good today. He had a few of them that were a bit dodgy, but in the grand scheme of things, I thought Sanchez had a good game, kept a clean sheet, and potentially that save could have saved us the game. Essentially, Cucurella obviously gets the goal. I thought he had a solid game as well. Could be up there for man of the match, obviously getting the goal. Levi Colwell and Tosin, both of them I thought had a very good game. Hoyland, nothing. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Hoyland. I think he's a bit naff. I don't think he knows where to run. Don't think he knows where to position himself. He's a little bit soft on the ball, easily bullied, easily pushed around, and I think them two just absolutely dominated him today. They didn't allow runners past them or anything. There was a little bit of lapse in concentration for the goal against where Maguire uh, buried it, but obviously, luckily, he was offside. Reece James, I thought he had a good game today. Again, the whole back four I thought played well, and obviously it was his moment of magic that led to the goal. That little turn that nobody expected, and a good cross into the box, header back against the runner play, and it's an easy header for Cucurella at the end of the day. Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. So Fernandez, first half, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think he had a good first half. I thought it was a little bit over the place. Um, Lost the ball a few times, misplaced passes, kind of killing us a little bit. Caicedo for me was man of the match. He was absolutely everywhere in that first half. Interceptions, tackles, passing, dribbling. He was everywhere. His heat map must have been ridiculous today. And where he was picking up the balls in all these positions, he was always available. He just put in a very class performance. And we see it every week. Every week we see it. And it beyond me how he's not in the PFA Player of the Season over Declan Rice. I have no idea. It's amazing what two free kicks can give you, because there's no way you would look at. I'm not even trying to mug. Like, I'm not trying to mug Declan Rice off or banter Arsenal fans. There's no way that you're picking Declan Rice over Moises Caicedo this season. He's been ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Neto in the first half for me, I don't think he'd done enough. I don't think he impacted the game. A couple of touches that were just all over the gaff. Um, I needed more from him. Even in the second half, I thought he'd done okay, but I just felt like we didn't get enough out of him. And then when you compare it to the other wing, Madueke, now I actually thought Madueke was again another player up there for man of the match. I thought he played really, really well. This left hand side, he's really owning it at the moment. And like the commentator said, and like I've said all season, I like the way that he plays. As a winger, your job is to run at your player and cause problems for your fullback and try and beat him and get the ball into the box. And he does it. Up against Mazarawi today, he caused them hella grief. And that's what I like about him, because he gets defenders on their toes and he creates a little bit of panic. Um, he should have done better. I'll be real with you for one chance. I think he was offside. I think it was Palmer that played him through and he scuffed the shot. He should have scored. Oh no, sorry, that was the second chance. He had one shot in the first half where he shot over the bar, and he should really have scored. I think that was offside. But then the second chance was just after the goal from Cucurella. Palmer plays him through. He's through on goal. It's a brilliant run. The defenders have been split and he scuffs his shot, shoots wide. And I mean, we need to see a clinical Madueke. And I think if you really want to take it to the next level, Nani, that's your moment where you just get the ball and wrap it in the goal. And then for me, I think like if he improves his ball striking ability and his composure in front of goal, bang, you're through on goal, wrap it, goal. That will take him to the next level. I thought he had a good game. I've been really happy with Noni recently. I don't know if everybody else is, but on this left hand side, I'm liking Noni on the left wing. I'm not going to lie. Palmer, again, first off, I was getting frustrated with Palmer. He's a little bit on and off. I thought he was doing some good things and then doing some bad things. A couple of bad touches. To be fair, they stick three people on him every single time. He finds it hard to get space. But I don't know what he's being told to do. When he's attacking, he's kind of reluctant to shoot, reluctant to pass it forward. In moments, he's trying to control the game, slow up the attack, play it backwards. Sometimes I don't understand what he's really being instructed to do on the pitch, and whether that's impacting his game is another question. But for me, I thought today overall he had a good game. But the first half, I thought it was a little bit on and off. Second half, I thought it was a lot better. If I'm honest with you, I thought it was better. Tyreek George, he didn't really impact the game at all. He didn't really. He had a little moment where he nearly won a penalty, but he weren't a pen. That would have been harsh on Onana to give that. But he's not he's a winger, isn't he? At the end of the day, and he's still young, up against an experienced player in Harry Maguire. I thought Harry Maguire had a really good game today, by the way. Um, a very experienced performance. Um, and then what we see, Lavia come on, done all right when he came on. Just did his job that he needed to do. Who else came on? We saw Gusto come on, obviously, and I thought Gusto come on and done his job. So you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's a massive 3 points for us. We now have to win one more game and we'll get them Champions League spots. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm not happy that we're in this position in the first place, but you've got to be happy today. You've got to take them 3 points and just run with it. Get behind the team now. We've got one more game. It's away at Nottingham. I'm going to be in Nottingham when we're playing. Whether or not I go to the game is a different story. I might try and get a ticket. Um, and we've just got to win that game, man. We win that game, and we've done it. So we've got to look forward to it. It's going right down to the wire. The Premier League loves this drama, don't they? Get adding 7 minutes on at the end of the game as well. What's that about? But all the drama of the last day of the season and this fight for the top five, even it's kind of made the season because there was no fight for the title. Do you know what I mean? So it'll go down to the wire. And you know what? I'm confident we'll do it. I'm confident we'll do it. So if you're tuning in and you're new to the channel, leave a like on the video. I very much appreciate it. And watch out for more content. I'm going to try and do a Europa League Cup final um, stream for the Tottenham Man United game, but we'll see. I might go out that day and watch it somewhere. So we'll see what we're doing. So look out for that one. And if not, you'll see me in a Nottingham Forest one. Oh shit, no, you won't. Just thought about it. I'm away. I'm up in Nottingham, so I won't be doing a stream for the last game of the season. Mental. But I'm on a stag do anyway, so I won't be doing a stream, and I probably won't be doing a match reaction. But I'll tell you what I will do. When I am back, I'll probably do a late one and do a little video for the end of the season. I'm going to be doing an end of season review anyway. I want to do a video about Enzo Maresca and his season. And I've also got something coming up about the finances and the transfers that Chelsea have done since Clear Lake have taken over, and we're going to run through them. And obviously, the Club World Cup's coming up. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.